It's PLB, then we'll be news back with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be reacting to the top 10 prospects from each position. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you will get notified whenever I upload a video. Make sure to drop a like on this video, though. Let's try to get this video to 7 likes. Link to my other channels in the description below. I'll put a link to the article in the description below as well. You know, MLB.com has been releasing their top 10 prospects from each position. Their top 30 by team. Their top 100 overall. So if you want to see me react to the top 30 by team, make sure you drop a like on this video. But let's go ahead and get into this video. We'll start off with the first base, and coming in at number 10 for them is Grant Levine, a first baseman from the Colorado Rockies organization. Now, I was able to see him play when he was with the Asheville Tourists. He looked a little bit overrated to me. He didn't hit particularly well. He played a good first base. He just didn't hit particularly well. And his ETA is 2022. The Colorado Rockies have another prospect that they drafted in the first or second round of the 2019 draft. I'm pretty sure the first round. Michael Togala. And he's the number 9 on this list. His ETA is 2022. I think he'll probably be better than Grant Levine. I predicted he would be on the 2020 Asheville Tourists roster, so I would have got to see him play. But since there's no minor league season, I won't. At number 8 is a 2020 draft pick, and there it's Aaron Sabato, a first baseman from the Minnesota Twins. His ETA is 2023. They don't necessarily need him up right now because they have Miguel Sano at first base, and he's an above-average first baseman. As far as hitting, his fielding's obviously not great, but whatever. At number 7 is Bobby Bradley. He's a first baseman from the Cleveland Indians organization. His ETA is 2020. They don't necessarily need him up right now. And that's because they already have Carlos Santana. I mean, they don't need him up right now. So he'll probably be 2021. And I still think they're probably going to keep Carlos Santana. So he probably doesn't really have a spot on the team. Next at number 6 is Luan Diaz, a first baseman from the Miami Marlins organization. His ETA is 2020 as well. He'll probably be up next year, I would say, just because Jesus Aguilar's contract will be over. I'm pretty sure they gave him a 1-year contract. The next one is from the Arizona Diamondbacks organization, and that is Seth Beer, a first baseman / outfielder. I could see them using him more in the outfield or the DH role. I would say more probably at the DH role, especially if Christian Walker doesn't hit that well. He could probably be at the DH role or the first base role, whichever. Number 4 is a prospect that I think Orioles fans should be very excited about, and that is Ryan Mountcastle, a first baseman / outfielder. His ETA is 2020. I think he's going to be really good, a good bat for the Orioles. And number 3, first baseman is Tristan Casas, a first baseman from the Boston Red Sox organization. He finished last season in Single A Advanced. His ETA is 2022, so he's still got a little bit till he'll be up. And number 2 is Evan White, a first baseman from the Seattle Mariners. His ETA is 2020. He'll probably be up in 2020 with a bad Seattle Mariners team. He'll probably be up. And the number 1 prospect as a first baseman, according to MLB.com, and I would have to agree with him out of all the prospects, is going to be Andrew Vaughn, a first baseman from the Chicago White Sox organization. And he's really, really good. He hits the ball well. I saw him with the Kannapolis Intimidators last year. Now the Kannapolis Cannonballers, obviously. His ETA is 2021, and he was only drafted last year. He's going to be really good. Chicago White Sox fans should definitely be excited about him. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to their second base rankings. Number 10 is a player from the Arizona Diamondbacks organization, and that is Andy Young. ETA is 2020. They don't really need him right now because they have a good infield in Ketel Marte, Nick Ahmed, Jake Lamb, or Christian Walker at first base, and Eduardo Escobar. They have a good infield right now. They don't necessarily need him up. Next at number 9 is a player that I saw play with what was then the West Virginia Power when they were affiliated with the Pittsburgh Pirates. They are now obviously affiliated with the Seattle Mariners. Is Ji Hwan Bae, second base / shortstop. His ETA is 2022. It feels like he never strikes out. He always puts the ball in play, which I think is a good thing to have with a hitter. Number 8 is Chase Strump, a second baseman. He finished last season in A full in the Chicago White Sox organization with, I guess, the South Bend Cubs. His ETA is 2022, so he won't be up for a while. But the Cubs have Nico Horner there right now, so they don't really need him up right now. Number 7 is one that I'm kind of confused that he's on this list, and that's Justin Focus. The 2020 draft pick by the Texas Rangers, ETH 2023. I think we all agree that this was definitely a reach for. I understand getting your player, but I think he would have been available with their second round pick. I don't really think a team would have went with him in the first round. A little bit of a reach for me. I don't necessarily like that one. Number 6 is Aaron Bracho, a second baseman, Cleveland Indians organization, is ETA 2022. I've never heard about him, so I don't have much to say. Number 5 is Michael Bush, a second baseman from the Los Angeles Dodgers organization. Huh? I thought another prospect for the Dodgers would be in here. And that would be Gavin Lux, but where is he? Is he in the shortstop rankings maybe? ETA 2022, so he won't be up for a while. And number 4 is Xavier Edwards from the Tampa Bay Rays organization. Advanced is where he finished last season. His ETA is 2022. Number 3 is Vidal Brujan, a second baseman / shortstop from the Tampa Bay Rays organization. His ETA is 2020. I don't see him being up in 2020, and that's just because I've got Willie Adames at shortstop and Brandon Lowe at second base, and that's where he plays. And number 2 is Nick Madrigal, who went down with an injury, and he pretty much never strikes out. It feels like he's always putting the ball in play, which is good. CTA 2020, he's from the Chicago White Sox organization. He played like 1 or 2 games injured. So maybe injuries is a problem. And number 1, I absolutely do not like this one, but it's Brandon Rogers, the second baseman / shortstop from the Colorado Rockies organization. His ETA 2020, he's already played some time in the major leagues. I don't like this pick. And the reason I don't is just because he's overrated. Here's what I would go with. Here's my top 5 rankings. Number 1's Nick Madrigal. I think he's the best one. He puts the ball in play. He's a good player. Number 2 is Vidal Brujan. Number 3 is Xavier Edwards. And number 4 is Brandon Rogers. And number 5 is Ji Hwan Bae. And number 6 is Andy Young. And on and on. So we go to the shortstops right now, and okay, they do put Gavin Lux as a shortstop. That's good. But this is a pretty stacked position. Coming in at number 10 for them is Jeter Downs, a shortstop / second baseman. I'd put him probably at number 6 on this list. Obviously, you don't know who's ahead unless you're on the article and listening to my video. His ETA 2021, I think, is going to be good for the Red Sox just because they have Jose Peraza right there, right at that position right now, and I mean, he's okay. Number 9 is Nick Gonzalez, a shortstop / second baseman from the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. His ETA is 2022. I think he's going to be a good hitter for them. I think he fits well with any major league team that needs a shortstop or a second baseman. Number 8 is Marcelo Luciano. His ETA is 2022. He's in the San Francisco Giants organization. And I wish they would bring him up right now because Brendan Crawford's washed. Number 7 is CJ Abrams, shortstop from the San Diego Padres organization. His ETA is 2022. And number 6 is Carter Cuban, who will be off this list soon. I thought they would put him as a third baseman because he's a third baseman. He's going to be playing third base. His ETA is 2020, obviously. He's played some games with the Nationals now. So when they do their end-of-season rankings, he probably won't be on here. Number 5 is Austin Martin, a 2020 draft pick by the Toronto Blue Jays. He can play shortstop. He can play the outfield, whatever you need. His ETA is 2022. He should be up decently soon. Number 4 is Bobby Witt Jr. from the Kansas City Royals organization. ETA is 2022. Number 3 is Royce Lewis, a shortstop for the Minnesota Twins organization. His ETA is 2020. And I'll do my ranking, like my top 5 at the end. Number 2 is Gavin Lux, a shortstop / second baseman. ETA is 2020. And the number 1 prospect and the number 1 prospect in all of baseball is Wander Franco, a shortstop from the Tampa Bay Rays organization. ETA 2021. So now let me do my top 5 rankings. So if I was going on my top 5, I would probably go, number 1 is going to be Wander Franco, obviously. Number 2, Gavin Lux. Number 3 is going to be Bobby Witt. Number 4 is Austin Martin, and number 5 is Royce Lewis. And the reason I put Royce Lewis lower on this list is because I think some of these other players ahead of him are going to have a more impact on their team just because he has Jorge Polanco to deal with to get that position, and I don't think he's going to get that position very easily. CJ Abrams would probably be a little lower on my list too, just because he's got Fernando Tatis there, and Fernando Tatis is not going anywhere. For third base, this is a interesting position, and number 10 is a player that I've never heard of, and it's Abraham Toro, third baseman slash second baseman of the Houston Astros organization, or you could call them the trash can beggars. I would go with either. His ETA 2020, he won't be up. Alex Bregman's there. Number 9 is Jonathan India, third baseman from the Cincinnati Reds organization. His ETA 2021. He has a problem. Eugenio Suarez, he probably won't be up in 2021 either. Number 8 is Bobby Dalbec, a third baseman slash first baseman from the Boston Red Sox organization. His ETA is 2020. I could see him up as a first baseman possibly in 2020. Especially if Mitch Moreland doesn't have a good year. Number 7 is Brett Beatty, a third baseman in the New York Mets organization. His ETA is 2022. He finished last season with a short, so he probably would have been with the Columbia Fireflies, and I possibly could have saw him play, but no minor league season, so no. Number 6 is a former crawdad, I would say, because he'll probably be on the Wood Ducks roster in 2021. But that's Josh Jung. His ETA is 2021. He's going to be really good. He still could use some improvements on his hitting, but as far as his fielding, he's pretty good. Number 5 is Nolan Gorman, a third baseman. His ETA is 2022. Number 4 is Nolan Jones, a third baseman. His ETA is 2020. He probably won't be up, though, because Jose Ramirez is there. Ke'Bryan Hayes is the number 3 one on this list from the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. I could see him up in 2020. I think he's really good. Number 2 is Alex Baum, a third baseman from the Philadelphia Phillies organization. His ETA is 2020. He'll be pretty good, and as a Braves fan, that sucks. And number 1 is Spencer Torkelson, a third baseman from the Detroit Tigers organization, a 2020 draft pick. Got the biggest signing bonus. Spencer Torkelson, I could see him play more of a first base just because they've got Jeimer Candelario there. But maybe they trade Jeimer Candelario. I don't see why they drafted him as a third baseman. I see him more as a first baseman. Whatever they want to do. I mean, he's going to be good either way. So my top 5 rankings, there's not much I would change except Nolan Gorman at number 4, Nolan Jones at 5, Ke'Bryan Hayes at 3, Alex Baum at 2, and Spencer Torkelson at 1. And now to the catchers. Number 10 is Miguel Amaya from the Chicago Cubs organization. His ETA 2021. He's going to be really, really good. He just has William Contreras as his problem. Number 9 is Dalton Varsho, a catcher from the Arizona Diamondbacks organization. His ETA is 2020. Number 8 is Sam Huff, a catcher from the Texas Rangers organization. His ETA 2021. He's going to be really good. He was on the top 100 prospects as well. Number 7 is Keibert Urias, catcher from the Los Angeles Dodgers organization. His ETA is 2021. Number 6 is Shea Langeliers from the Atlanta Braves organization. His ETA is 2022. Number 5 is Francisco Alvarez, a catcher from the New York Mets organization. His ETA is 2023. Number 4 is Luis Campesino. I think he can make a big impact very soon for the Padres. His ETA is 2021. Number 3 is Sean Murphy from the Oakland Athletics organization. He's played a couple of games with the Oakland Athletics. He'll be up soon. Number 2 is Joey Bart from the San Francisco Giants organization. He'll be up soon as well. Buster Posey, I think he's probably done soon. And number 1, not surprisingly, Adley Rutschman, catcher from the Baltimore Orioles organization. So here is my top 5. Sean Murphy probably will not be on this list for the next rankings, but we're going to go with him as if he is on this list. I'll just do my top 10 for this one. Number 1, obviously, Adley Rutschman, best catching prospect there is right now. Joey Bart and Sean Murphy, definitely the top 3 I agree with. I'm going to go with Luis Campesino at number 4 too. Shea Langeliers is going to move up 1 spot at 5 for me, and Francisco Alvarez will move down. Keibert Urias is at 6. Sam Huff is at 7. Francisco Alvarez moves down to 8. And Miguel Amaya is number 9, and Dalton Varsho is 10. So let's go ahead and get into the outfielders. Now this is kind of one that is going to be hard to get a top 10 spot just because they're combining all the outfield. Number 10 is Alex Kirilloff, an outfielder slash first baseman from the Minnesota Twins organization. His ETA is 2020. Number 9 is Riley Green, an outfielder from the Detroit Tigers organization. His ETA is 2022. Number 8 is J.J. Belita, an outfielder from the Miami Marlins organization. His ETA is 2021. Number 7 is Drew Waters, a outfielder from the Atlanta Braves organization. He's going to be really good. Number 6 is Julio Rodriguez, an outfielder from the Seattle Mariners organization. His ETA is 2020. And the top 5, Dylan Carlson at number 5, an outfielder from the St. Louis Cardinals organization. His ETA is 2020. Number 4 is Christian Pache, an outfielder from the Atlanta Braves organization. His ETA is 2020. Jared Kelenic at number 3, outfielder from the Seattle Mariners organization. Mets fans, I think he's going to be really, really good. You're going to be not happy when you see how good he's going to be. ETA is 2021, and the next 2 prospects are prospects that will probably be off this list when they get to their final rankings of the 2020 season. Joe Adele at number 2, and Luis Robert at number 1. I totally agree with that. I think Luis Robert's the slightly better prospect right now. So let me go ahead and get into my top 5. Luis Robert's number 1, Joe Adele 2, Christian Pache 3, Jared Kelenic 4. Wait, actually, I'm going to go with Jared Kelenic 3, Dylan Carlson 4, Christian Pache 5. And the reason I put Christian Pache back is because I do have concerns with his hitting. His fielding's great, but I have concerns. And now to the right-handed pitchers. We're just doing right-handed pitchers, not all pitchers. They just do right-handed pitchers. Number 10 is Emerson Hancock, a right-handed pitcher from the Seattle Mariners organization, and I think this is the perfect spot to put him. ETA is 2022. All the prospects ahead of him are levels ahead of him right now, I would say. Number 9 is Spencer Howard, right-handed pitcher from the Philadelphia Phillies organization. His ETA is 2020. Number 8 is Luis Patino, who's being called up right now from the San Diego Padres organization. His ETA is 2020. He's going to be really, really good. He throws the ball really fast. He was in the Futures game. He looked really, really good. Number 7 is Matt Manning, a right-handed pitcher from the Detroit Tigers organization. His ETA is 2020. Number 6 is a pitcher that got the opening day start for the Dodgers this year, and that's Dustin May. ETA 2020. Number 5 is Sixto Sanchez from the Miami Marlins organization. Throws the ball very hard. He's really good. Number 4 is Michael Kopech, who will not be playing in 2020. I'm not exactly sure why he's on this list. He's not going to be playing. Chicago White Sox organization. Number 3 is Forrest Whitley. Super overrated, I think, from the Houston Astros organization. His ETA is 2020. Number 2 is Nate Pearson, right-handed pitcher from the Toronto Blue Jays organization. And number 1 is Casey Mize, right-handed pitcher from the Detroit Tigers organization. So here's my rankings. I'm going to shake it up a little bit. Number 1 is going to be Nate Pearson. I'm going to put him ahead of Casey Mize right now. Number 2 is Casey Mize. Number 3 is Sixto Sanchez. Number 4 is Dustin May. And number 5 is Luis Patino. I know I switched them up a lot. But that's the way my rankings. That's just the way I think it should go. And to the left-handed pitchers. Number 10 is Braylon Marquez, a left-handed pitcher from the Chicago Cubs organization. His ETA is 2021. Number 9 is Daniel Lynch, a left-handed pitcher from the Kansas City Royals organization. His ETA is 2021. Number 8 is A.J. Puck, a left-handed pitcher from the Oakland Athletics organization. His ETA is 2020. Number 7 is Matthew Liberatore, a left-handed pitcher from the St. Louis Cardinals organization. His ETA is 2022. He was supposed to be a trade piece for Nolan Arenado. That didn't happen. Number 6 is Nick Lodolo from the Cincinnati Reds organization. His ETA is 2021. He's going to be really good when he gets called up. Number 5 is Tariq Skubal, a left-handed pitcher from the Detroit Tigers organization. He'll be up in 2021, just like Nick Lodolo. Number 4 is A.C. Lacy, a left-handed pitcher from the Kansas City Royals organization. His ETA is 2022. Number 3 is Brandon McKay, a left-handed pitcher / DH from the Tampa Bay Rays organization. His ETA is 2020. And the last 2 pitchers should be up in 2020 as well. 2 is Jesus Luzardo, a left-handed pitcher from the Oakland Athletics organization. And number 1 is Mackenzie Gore from the San Diego Padres organization. So let me go ahead and give my top 5. And coming in at number 5 for me is going to be Nick Lodolo from the Cincinnati Reds organization. Number 4 is going to be A.J. Puck. Number 3 is Brendan McKay. Number 2 is Mackenzie Gore. And number 1 is Jesus Luzardo. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Jesus Luzardo. So that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you get notified whenever I upload a video. If you made it to the end, you had to like something, so go ahead and drop a like on this video. And Link to my other channels in the description below. Make sure to check those out and subscribe to those. That's going to be the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more videos soon.